Resort to Ice is the first time I've created animation based on someone else's script. Up till now, I've just taken sets and props and characters and just write a script around those. This is the first time I've ever actually had to create 100% of the characters, sets, props, and all the extraneous stuff prior to shooting. After reading through Anthony Alakwa's script a few times, I noticed that the scene direction for Johnny and Linda's flight to Alaska only stated interior, airplane, day. I was sort of puzzled by this, and after exchanging some emails with Anthony, he informed me that he meant for them to be passengers on an airliner. I reckoned that since they were employed by a wealthy tycoon, that they would probably have access to a private jet. Also, I figured a small corporate jet would be easier to build sets for. Since the character of Johnny, which is voiced by Anthony Alakwa himself, since Johnny didn't really perform a whole lot of useful action in the script, we decided that he would probably serve well as a pilot of the plane and give him something to do. With the script details ironed out, I set to work building sets for the scenes which feature Johnny and Linda en route to Alaska. The Learjet sets were done in 3 parts: interior for close-ups, exterior for close-ups, and exterior for wide shots. The interior began as a bucket, which can be purchased from a home improvement store. The seats, controls, and floor were built using fiberboard, old nuts and bolts, and lids from instant drink containers. The exterior wide shots were created using a 1/48 scale Learjet model kit. The model was animated in front of a green screen, and the scrolling mountains were keyed in using Adobe After Effects. For exterior close-ups, another 5-gallon bucket was used. The bucket had scaled windows and hinged doors cut into it and was placed on wooden stilts so that it would match the scaled height of the 1/48 scale model. Finally, the bucket was painted so that it tied in with the 1/48 scale Learjet model. Between modifying the buckets, fabricating the airplane interior from scratch building, and building the model kit itself, this was probably the most time-consuming scene to create. However, the results were probably some of the most rewarding for me.